Hi everyone, this is 12 News meteorologist Steven Matrigrano here with a Weather Now update for you. Of course, we're in that Pinpoint Weather 12 alert for our first season snowstorm coming our way for later on tonight, at least for some of us. This is the radar. You can see the wide view showing the storm making its way up the eastern seaboard, but locally, we're going to be staying dry through our Saturday daytime hours. As we go into, tonight after dinner time, that snow will overspread and it'll make its way through during the overnight hours. So, with that said, winter storm warning now issued for interior sections. That includes northwest Providence County, does not include Providence itself. That is where a winter weather advisory is issued, basically along the 95 corridor to 195 and continuing up towards, Taunton, down towards New Bedford and back towards Westerly. So you can kind of see that on the screen there. That is for accumulating snow, but just the highest totals are expected to be further north and west. Also, looking at a wind advisory for parts of the south shore of Massachusetts and the Cape and the islands as well, including Block Island for gusts to about 50 miles per hour from the storm as it passes on through. Weather timeline this weekend, looking at increasing clouds, dry day, Try not to cough here. Looking at tonight's forecast, again, snow starts after about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, heaviest after 10 p.m. until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then we'll see a lull in the activity for Sunday morning before more snow arrives for the middle part of the day into the afternoon hours for your Sunday. So, again, a couple batches of precip here that we have to get through. Saturday night into Sunday, here's a look at, how the precip kind of shakes out, and you can see that blue area is where we think mostly snow will fall north and west of Providence. That pink is a snow or mainly snow, and then some mix, Providence, Warwick, Fall River, Taunton. And then along the immediate shoreline, looking at a mix of rain, sleet, and snow, which is why snowfall totals are going to be hindered there from Westerly to Newport to New Bedford, about 1 to 3 inches of snow there. Further inland, where that winter weather advisory is, looking at about general 3 to 6 inches, including Providence and Warwick and Fall River. North and west of the city, though, towards the Foster, Gloucester, Woonsocket, Burrillville, looking at Cumberland, Lincoln, Scituate, Smithfield, and we'll be seeing 6 to 9 inches of snow when all is said and done. So this is a better way to look at the snowfall forecast. We saw the map version just then. This is the town by town in alphabetical order. It shows the range for your town, so you can find yours here. We have this also on our detailed Weather Now, text portion of our website as well. But you can see these towns are for Rhode Island, and we can go over to Southeastern Massachusetts as well. And the same thing, alphabetical order shows the towns and cities and how much we're expecting in your community. So it kind of helps you kind of pinpoint what exactly we are calling for your specific town or city. Also a threat, when you factor in that heavier wet snow, that power outage potential for Sunday. Notice the moderate category is across northwestern parts of our region. That's because that's where the heaviest snowfall will be, the highest totals. And with that, it's a wet, thick, heavier wet snow consistency. It can kind of clamp onto things and really, put weight on the power lines and tree limbs. So that's what we're looking at to be the more moderate threat further inland with that heavier wet snow. Further south and east, not much of a threat because, again, looking at a lack of cold air for that snow to really stick along the shoreline. Providence, where dry, cloudy skies continue to be the case. We'll be seeing increasing clouds for today. And here's today's forecast again, looking at clouds increasing, snow by later on this evening into tonight. Be weather aware later on tonight during the overnight hours into Sunday as that storm is going to be making its way through. Snow likely, rain, sleet mix at the coast. And again, highest accumulations further inland away from the shoreline. And for tomorrow's forecast, here you go. Again, looking at a snow, sleet, rain mix at the shoreline. Mainly snow further inland, but again, I think the precip will pick up late morning and into the early afternoon hours with a chance of slick roads on the backside of our storm as some very cold air makes its way in, could kind of freeze things over, even down to the coastline where there wasn't much in the way of any snow to begin with. But looking at that, that's going to be for the second half of Sunday as that cold air rushes in behind the storm. So main theme of this whole video in the storm, the further north and west you are, the better chance of seeing those higher snow totals. The further south and east you are, closer to the coastline, the less snow you're going to be seeing from the system. So that is what I would say take away from this video. Of course, we have the full forecast on our detailed 7-day page. That's the extended forecast, of course. Plus, we have the breakdown of the storm itself in text form and graphics below this video on our Weather Now page at WPRI.com. So thank you for tuning in, and have a great rest of your weekend.